Mega Man is an awesome, badass character with a gun for a hand, and unfortunately, he doesn't have a movie. Yet. Yeah, despite him being up there with Mario and Sonic, Mega Man never had a movie. He had cartoons and enemies, but never movies. Countless spin-offs, and none of them except for Mega Man X. I don't know if that counts. Gotta move. Why not the OG Mega Man? Why not the cute little killing machine? Maybe it's because when video game movies started to come out in the 90s, it had the same reputation as super movies did in that era. Meaning, they were seen as a joke by the general public. And after some technical upgrades in movies like Detective Pikachu and Sonic Movie 1, every other video game franchise under the sun wants to go and grab a piece of that success, including Mega, which is a dream come true to me. A son has always dreamed of seeing it on the big screen, but unfortunately I live in reality where I have to watch it on Netflix for some reason. Why, Capcom, why? But what if I told you that Mega Man had a live action adaptation released in 2010, produced by the same people who brought us the Sonic 2013 fan spec film? But except it's actually a full-length movie this time. Well, good for you, because ladies and gentlemen, a guy wearing a hockey outfit. Mega Man the Fan Film 2010 is a fan production starring some actors from some random stuff I've never seen before, and no Doug Walker, which is already a good sign. Today I'm gonna talk about something that I should have talked about last year, but I forgot about it while we were watching SpongeBob and Doctor Who. And Jesus Christ, I went down the biggest rabbit hole with Doctor Who. Whatever make a ranking about Doctor Who, maybe, probably. I just have to go through all the doctors first. Plus, a lot of stuff has happened since then, and it was only 3 years ago. Now I've all out of the way. Let's yoosh-eee! Sorry, I can help myself with that. Okay, can we do another take? So pretty much what happens in this fan film is that Dr. Light has finished making the 6 robot masters and plans to use them to do dangerous jobs that humans can't do to help humanity. His partner Dr. Wily, who for some reason looks like a reoccurring Smosh character, disagrees with Dr. Light's goals, believing that the robots should be used to gain power and fame. Dr. Light disagrees with him, so out of retaliation, Wily quits and steals his 6 robot masters to make himself more powerful, while Dr. Light creates a robot assistant named Rock to replace Wily. Also, fun fact, that's Mega Man's original Japanese name, just putting that out there just in case you're confused. Rock, like most of Dr. Light's other robots, are programmed to feel almost human, and he starts to feel curious about what it's like to be human, and he meets a mysterious man who is also a robot. And you'll never believe who it is. Anyways, the Robot Masters attack New York because Wily wants to take over the world, and Rock becomes Mega Man to stop Dr. Wily and the 6 Robot Masters. And after a while, Mega Man is putting up a good fight until Electric Man almost defeats him in a fight until the mysterious Robot Man shows up to save Rock, and he is revealed to be Proto Man, aka Rock's long-lost brother that ran away. Wow, I never saw that coming. I never would have. He tells Rock that he's better than that and that he should have taken him or something along those lines. Then he leaves and Dr. Light tells Roll and Rock the sad backstory about why Blues ran away. And yeah, I forgot to tell you guys that Roll is in this movie. Then Rock goes back onto the streets and defeats Gutsman, making Dr. Wily pissed, causing him to unleash this clay son of a bitch from Smash Bros. to defeat Mega Man for good. Unfortunately, this giant sentient piece of Play-Doh defeats Mega Man, and luckily Blues comes to his rescue with his Proto Man outfit and survives. And this will be the last time we see Blues until he was cameoing in. And now Dr. Wily is even more pissed than he was before, so he sends Metal Sonic, I mean, Robot Bob, I mean, Copy Man, a rock clone, and yes, that's literally his name. The kidnapped role because she is a character in the story, and the writers needed a damsel in distress for the climax. When Dr. White Rock realized that Roll is gone, Riley pops onto their television screen to taunt them on his airship fortress. I just now realized they probably copied this from Mario, or Mario copied them. I'm honest lost for words. Someone please tell me in the comments who copied who, because it wasn't alive when the NES was a thing. So Mega Man storms onto Dr. Wily's airship fortress to rescue Roll and to defeat Wily. Copy Man throws Roll off the ship, so Mega Man teleports to save her and battles this bitch from Sonic Adventure. Then Rock defeats that ugly ass robot, blows up Wily's airship fortress, and Wily is arrested. Now the day is saved thanks to Mega Man. Insert serious ending montage here, the end. I really like the story despite it being weird at times. It's a fan film. Can't be too picky about those types of things. I also like the costumes and designs for robots because even though the film had a low budget, the outfits gave me the vibe of the Dark Knight era of movies where studios would redesign superhero outfits to make them more real and edgy to varying results. We can all agree that the atrocities of Fantastic and Max Steel killed this trend. I do have nostalgia for this era of superhero movies, and I do believe that it could be done right, and this is a good example of that. The whole movie in general does give you that type of vibe, which could be seen as cringe nowadays, but I don't really mind it because again, it's a fan film made in that era. And it gave us Proto Man wearing his Ninth Doctor cosplay. Hell, he wears it better than Eccleston. Now I'm just gonna mentally prepare myself for all the hate comments that are gonna come my way for just saying that sentence. Proto Man aka Blues is just laughably cool like every other movie protagonist from that era. Emo with a dark backstory. Also, Wily's actor just gives it his all to compensate for looking too young and skinny to play the part. His performance gives me the same vibe as Jim Carrey's Eggman from the Sonic movies, but if he was already dangerously insane and had a robot clone of the Blue Blur. And as for Roll, she was a bit better than I remembered. The scenes of her teaching Rock about humans are decent, and Rock and Roll's actors have some good chemistry when they're together. All I can say about her is that she's the cream the rabbit of Mega Man. Annoying, but wouldn't harm a fly, aka a cinnamon roll. So you might not agree with me on this, but this is my opinion, and at least she's not charming or Chris Thorndike. My main problem with this movie is that Mega Man's actor sucks as Mega Man. When he's playing Rock, he's fine, but whenever he is Mega Man, it's like a cop trying to talk someone into not robbing or shooting someone.
I'm giving you one chance to surrender. I don't want to use force. I'm giving you the opportunity to stop the chaos and surrender. I don't want a confrontation.
Well, you got one.
I will use force if necessary.
I know Jun Naito, I'm sorry if I mispronounced this, tried his best, and unfortunately the dialogue and direction he was given just ruins those parts of the movie. The animation is slightly worse than the Sonic Spet film, but unlike it, doesn't have problems with characters looking creepy whenever they open their mouth. The reason why the animation in that movie was like the way it was because animating Sonic was difficult with the budget that they had to work with, which caused the movie to get delayed, and it was one of the reasons why it was turned to a spec film instead of a full movie like Mega Man. Compared to the Sonic fan film, animation for the robots are of similar quality, aka kinda mediocre. As for Roll's wig, it looked terrible. Very, very terrible. For some reason, costume designer, props department, or whoever decided to choose the worst wig for Roll's actress. I guess it's probably because she didn't want to dye her hair, or the crew thought it'd be funny if she wore a wig, because they acknowledged that her hair looks fake in the movie. And I know this is just a nitpick, but the wig is just so goddamn distracting. And now the last thing I want to talk about here is that that Dr. Light is kind of a jerk for not wanting to help his brainwashed robots. I know he was trying to do the right thing here, but his robots aren't just some generic AI. They're robots with distinct personalities, along with their main goal being to help humanity, like I said in the beginning. If Dr. Light had Mega Man reason with them instead of trying to kill them, thinking that it's too late, it would have made their encounters way better and less like something from kicking it. I think Dr. Light probably already does that same thing in the game. But I'm not really sure if he does that same thing. I don't really know because I don't really play that many Mega Man games, but I just wish they handled it a bit better.
Hopefully the new Mega Man film won't be garbage. Netflix, please don't mess this up. Do not fuck this up like most live action adaptations you do. Please don't ruin Mega Man for me. Please don't. You are a bunch of turds. Hopefully they can take some notes from the movie because it does a pretty decent job at adapting the source material. And this is probably the best Mega Man film ever made in live action of the main Mega Man franchise, I think. I haven't seen the Mega Man X fan films yet. Comment whatever fan productions you want me to review next because I'm very open to talking about fan productions of shows or games or movies that are part of my childhood or part of your childhoods generally, because I also want to be able to give other creators that make fan productions a voice, you know. Like, people work hard on these productions and it's always nice to see what people do in not only the Sonic fan base but also the Mega Man fan base as well, because while trying to find this film again, I also stumbled upon a bunch of other fan productions that I might consider talking about. This has been Umberto, and yes, I did it. I copied Flower Kid with this. Who cares? He had a good idea. I was inspired by it. And I'm using a plushie as a mic. Sue me.